with a name like that, it's got to be good. What are faggots, peas, and gravy?
Faggots are a traditional Welsh dish.
Uh-huh.
And you know what mushy peas are? And gravy.
But what's in a faggot?
Meat, onions, pig's liver, all mashed up with a bit of herb.
Oh, kind of like a meatloaf?
Yeah.
Now that's stereotypical British food.
Dynamite.
And if you want more tradition while in Swansea, then there's another item you must try, cockles. The Welsh cockle industry is revered worldwide. Carol Watts' family has been in the cockle harvesting business for decades. Her booth is a fixture here, serving up cockles and several other Welsh treats.
The cockles are a bit small at the moment, so it's quite a struggle out there to get them. There isn't any big cockles.
Yeah.
So that's how they are small.
Bigger cockles are better than smaller cockles?
Definitely. Everyone wants the big cockles.
Who doesn't really?
It's like anything else, isn't it?
Yes. What's the black stuff there?
That's a local delicacy. That's lava bread. It's seaweed. Just water. It's pure seaweed.
And these big slug snail things right there, what are those?
Yeah, they're whelks. Sea snails.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
I love whelks.
Yeah.
I like snails of all kinds.
Right.
Tough to catch, though. They move so quickly.
Oh, yes.
Well, I'm going to want to try all of that.
Carol serves her whelks with a little pepper, vinegar, and some coarse local sea salt.
They taste like an earthy sea slug.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, you know, they taste like little crawly worms filled with seawater,
All
and I
right.
love it.
Good.
Whelks are just sea snails. They live in shells, not unlike these two right here. Some people find them tough. I don't know why. You gotta chew an apple, you gotta chew a steak or a pork chop. What's the big deal with chewing a whelk? Oh, look at that. With dried fruit, almonds, and braised beef, what a spectacular tagine. Bestia, the pigeon pie, and for dessert, this wonderful fruit tart with dates and crushed nuts and drizzled with honey. This is spectacular. Now, one of the things that's unusual about this bestia is that it's made with pigeon in the traditional style. Many places, even Morocco, traditionally also serve it with chicken, but the pigeon makes it truly unusual and something that you very rarely see in any other country. All right, let's see how the bestia is. Really wonderful and not gamey at all. The pigeon is absolutely delightful, and those sweet spices are just killer.
Many Pampangan dishes also feature river-dwelling creatures like crickets and frogs.
This is the betute tugak, or the stuffed frogs. They're stuffed with ground pork. We also serve the crickets. These are the mole crickets. They're taken from rice fields. The season for crickets is now until September.
Just in time. Why is it important for you to serve these foods? In a way, it's preserving the culture, isn't it?
Yes, the Filipinos from abroad, they come here to eat the favorite home cooked food that they used to eat before. That's why we serve it actually all year round.
The crickets are prepared here adobo style, which means they're first stir-fried, then sautéed with onions, garlic, and tomatoes, finished off with vinegar and soy sauce.
Let's see what everybody loves about these. Oh, those are good. These crickets themselves taste most like cooked cucumber. They have a very, very mild, sort of sweet, nutty flavor. I gotta tell you, these little guys are good.
The recipe for this dish is pretty simple. Lime, peppers, potatoes, and lots of finely chopped cow skin as the main protein source.
Some of my customers say it's local Viagra.
Oh, they call this local Viagra?
Yeah, because it's the cow skin soup. The way how I do it, it's good for everything.
Good everything.
Everything.
See, I have this theory that I'm working on as I eat my way around the world that essentially says that the weirder or the stranger the soup is, the greater the chance there's someone who's going to tell you that it's good for your framazama, if you know what I mean. Now, Tony, since you're the original souse king, and I'm kind of helping you out today, I was sort of wondering what my title was. Do I get Souse Prince? The Duke of Souse?
What do you want?
I'm thinking maybe I could be Captain Souse-tastic.
There's no problem with that.
Right on.
Yeah.
All right.
I have no problem with that, yeah.
At exactly 4:30 p.m., they just start coming.
And if the cops eat here, you know it's got to be good.
I'm more than ready to taste the souse and the soup.
Oh, I can smell the souse coming. Oh, beautiful. All right. Very nice. I like the presentation too. Vertical.
Yeah, check
very
this,
contemporary.
yeah.
Cow skin, so baby. Big, gnarly chunks of cow skin. Yummy. Okay, let's see what this is all about. Ooh. Those cow skin pieces are a little chewy. If you kind of think of it this way, the same thing under a different process becomes your leather jacket. See what I'm saying? There's no amount of cooking that's gonna make cow skin any less chewy.
When Doug Drum first opened Indian Valley Meats nearly 20 years ago, it was a small processing operation that catered to a few of the locals. Today, it's one of the largest facilities in the state. Not only do they process meat, they're also in the business of educating younger generations of Alaskans about hunting wild game. One of the more popular meats they process here is reindeer. Doug and his crew pump out nearly 70,000 pounds of reindeer hot dogs every year.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's not just any stuffing machine. That's the Hantman VF200.
Yeah, it's
With turbo stuff.
As the business expanded, so has the plant. At last count, they had 69 different rooms here. We're looking for Doug's own workshop, where he's going to show me how they make a rare hunter's treat. On the menu today, jellied moose nose. There are very few places in the world where those three words would ever be used in the same sentence. The recipe goes back hundreds of years to a time when a moose could literally feed a family for weeks. It's time to try the jellied moose nose. The recipe calls for the boiled solids to be poured into a loaf pan, covered with the reduced kettle juices, and then left in the fridge to set up and gel.
right open.
Well,
There you
cheers.
go. Cheers.
Oh, that's great.
It is good, isn't it? People don't realize that.
Well, here's the thing. With the pickling spices in there, you get that great sort of like corned
Yep.
beef flavor. And with the butchering that you did on it, getting rid of all the bone, all the unnecessary
Yep.
stuff, you just explode through all these little tastes. I mean, the soft cheek meat and neck meat just kind of disappears.
Yep.
Like braised beef, like grandma's stew down your throat. Little chewy bits of cartilage and stuff like that are really nice
Yeah.
textures.
The part that I've been saving for last is that spongy-looking inside area of the lower lip.
That's one of the craziest things I've ever eaten in my life. As I'm eating it and moving it from the front of the mouth to the back of the mouth as I'm chewing it, I'm realizing that that's what that function of that muscle is in the
That's
moose's
correct.
mouth.
That's exactly right.
It's a little
yeah.
freaky, Doug.
Yeah, right.
This is a real treat. Thank you. Awesome.
Being a small town, word has gotten around that an armadillo is being prepped for some gringo to eat.
This is taking a little longer than I thought it would. It's not so easy. There's so much intramuscular and intermuscular fat, as well as a prehistoric design to this animal that makes butchering it a nearly impossible task. That, of course, and the fact that their knives that they're using are about as sharp as dessert spoons.
The next step in the process is for Severiana to put together a mixture of local seasonings for a marinade.
So all this is going to be marinated in the guajillo, the garlic, achiote, lime, salt, and then it goes back into its natural shell. Then we're going to take it over to Florinda's house and bake it in her oven because she's got a really cool house.
This basically is like an armadillo progressive dinner.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, Florinda, there's your armadillo.
Zapotec recipes once called for roasting armadillo in a traditional wood oven, but that took a full day. So Florinda is going for the more modern option.
So now we're going to cover it with tin foil to keep it moist, with all this juice in there, and put it in the oven, and we'll let it bake for about an hour and a half or two.
Wonderful.
No, está bien. Así no, no. Okay, Andrew. You want the front leg? I think that looks good
Fabulous.
for you.
I have to tell you, the tail sitting there in the pot with the head makes the experience all the more interesting, to say the least.
Well, it just reminds me of what you're eating, no?
Add a little of the lime and chili sauce, and we're ready to dive in.
Here goes my first taste of armadillo. That is unusual, to say the least. It's extremely lean. It's extremely light. It's much different than what I thought it would taste like. It's almost like rabbit, but there's a wonderful, well, sort of mild gaminess in there that's very unique.
Once cooked, the armadillo smells pretty musty and fairly earthy, like a rodent and a reptile combined. Yet, the taste is surprisingly on the mild
It's
side.
interesting, it doesn't taste like what it smells like.
Oh, not at all.
Did you get that?
Not at all.
Yeah.
And I thought actually that there would be a stronger, with all that fat in there, I thought it would be a little goofier tasting than it actually is. You don't expect it to be that lean and delicate and that refined. And the sauce is incredible.
The sauce is really good.
Juchitán is one of the few places left in the world where you can eat fresh armadillo in its own terroir. The added bonus is that it was cooked by native Zapoteca women using traditional recipes. Now that's authentic. The smell of this stuff alone beats the street version 10 times over.
It's been a long time since food has intimidated me as much as I am intimidated sitting in front of these two dishes here. I can only imagine what the cooked Taiwanese hamburger, that's cow stomach with the fried stinky tofu bun, or the stinky tofu with 1,000-year-old egg salad is going to taste like. I'm scared to try either one, quite frankly, and, well, I guess there's no delaying. Oh. I can't do it. Wow. Whew. Here's the problem. The cooked stinky tofu tastes so rotten, I can't get it down past the back of my mouth. It's that automatic reflex that just tells you, don't do it, you can't eat it, you can't eat it. There's a sour, spoiled flavor in my mouth that is absolutely singular. There's nothing quite like it. It's like rotten nuts mixed with rotted fish. Now, the cooked stinky tofu that I had on the streets in Shenkeng, well, that doesn't even compare to this. No way, no how. I mean, that's like comparing boxed or jug wine with a 75-year-old Burgundy. I mean, it's not even in the same ballpark. It's not even the same food. That is absolutely horrifying.
Okay, I've gone from scared to repulsed, but I said I'd try it. Raw stinky tofu salad mixed with 1,000-year-old eggs.
Then in this corner, oh my gosh, bring this back. No, wait, you take that. This is the fully dressed and liberated 14-day-old steak, garnished with nuts and little fried crispies and scallions and the 1,000-year-old eggs. Let's see how this is. Oh. I could squeeze that down. Oh, man. You know, I was under the false impression that gilding the lily with all of the scallions and little tasty bits would help. This is just the 14-day-old tofu at the House of Unique Stink is just too putrid and foul for me. Miss Wu, thank you so much. Sheshe, that was awesome. Thank you. Give me a hug.
Thank you.
You make the only food that beat me.
You enjoy
I
that?
love you. Thank you. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Okay, bye-bye.